Hello guys, good day everyone. In today's video, we'll be making another social media flyer. Okay, so let's get started at once. So let's get started. For this particular design, okay, let me give it a white plain space. So for this particular design, we'll be using Okay, so let me go ahead and click on import, then bring in a shape. Okay. So this is the background I want to use. When you look at this closely, you notice that it's actually an NFT background. So I'll just crop this out, crop this up to this point until the NFT is out. You see that I don't actually need any other parts aside from this. So I'll click on OK. So what I'll be doing is I'll drag this to fit. I'll increase this to fit our page, right? Once it gets to this, I can drag this to fit into our page. Okay, so let me lock it up. I'll lock it. Then I'll also go to the plus sign up here from gallery, bring in some other thing. Okay, so for this, I'll bring in this. It's actually the mic area that I'll be needing. Yeah, from the mic, that's what I'll be needing, from the mic down to this point. I think starting from the mic, let's watch this. Starting from the mic. Okay, I can equally bring it. Okay, let me watch this. I can just bring it in first, then I'll drag I'll drag it to fit into our shape, right? So now it's actually fitting into our shape now, so I'll position it properly. So when you look at this edge, so I will be cutting it from this edge that is actually totally different from the design I want to do there. I'll position this to this. Did you see that? So once I get this, I'll click on transparency, opacity rather, then reduce it to, I think, 30 or 31 should be nice. Somewhere around there, 32. Okay, so it's okay on 32. So I'll leave it to 32 or 31. Maybe 33 is nice, so I'll leave it there. I'll go ahead and lock it also. So the next thing I'll be doing is uh I'll write a test. Yeah, I'll import a test. I'll bring in a test. So the test I'll be writing is freedom. 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 And it will be on a small letter. Right. So the size of the freedom should be let me increase. Let's see. 176 is okay. 176 is okay. So I'll go to color. I'll give it a white. Alright. So then I'll go to font. When I go to font, I'll select this awesome font right there. Fonts go bold. No. Go bold italics. No. Okay, so look at the font I'll be using. Go bold upload. Right, so go bold upload italic. Okay, so that's the font I'll be using. Then I'll go to padding. I will bring this so that the M will be in. For now, the M is actually out. Okay, it's in properly in now. So I'll go to spacing, reduce the spacing to match -4. Okay, so when I do that, I'll bring it up here. I'll rotate this to this angle. While I bring it in, I rotate it. Let me bring in my ruler. Okay, so this is the center. So I'll leave it at the center. Yes, I'll actually leave it at the center. Then I'll drag it down a bit, down a bit. Okay, so let me lock it. I'll lock it. So the next thing I'll be doing is I will bring in an image. I have an image of a lady I want to bring in. So this is the image I want to bring in, right? So let me crop this out, this area out. Okay. So I know some of you will be wondering, this the Pixelab doesn't remove background. I know, but I'm actually manipulating now. So I'll go to erase color on it. Then for the tolerance I will drag it. This is what I did. I dragged it to the last, right? I'll drag it to the last. Okay. Then for the smooth edge, 1 or 2. 2 is okay for the smooth edge. You see that? So this is what I actually did there. So I'll drag it up. I'll take it up a bit. So once I take it up, I can let me increase the size of. Okay. So it's actually nice this way. I will go to erase color. Let me reduce this more. Then I'll go to color filters. For the hue, I will increase it to 96 or 100 and no, let me watch what I'm doing. Okay, minus 100. This is where I reduced it to minus 100. Then the brightness, I'll increase the brightness somewhere around 15. Okay, contrast, I have to increase the contrast to somewhere around let's say 38 or 30. So for the contrast, 30 is okay. Then saturation, the saturation should be somewhere around 40, let's say 45 or somewhere 40. Okay, so the hue should be minus 96 or minus 90, minus 96. Okay, so minus 96 is okay. Brightness 17. Okay, what else are we missing? The saturation is what? Saturation is, oh, saturation is, let me increase the saturation a bit. 45 is nice. Then saturation is 45, contrast is 30. The contrast, let me increase it to 30, 38 is okay. Then okay, so that's nice. So let's go back to the erase color. I think the tolerance should be 70. The tolerance should be up to 70 or 65. 65. Then the smooth edge, we'll leave it on 0. The smooth edge, we'll leave it on 0. Okay. So now let's go ahead and lock it. We'll lock this. Alright. So the next thing we'll be doing is Now let me look at the size of this image. Let me look at the size. It seems it's too big, relative size. The width, oh, that's nice. Okay, it's okay on 90. Yeah, that's okay. So let's bring in, you click on freedom. When you click on freedom, you copy freedom. You make a copy of the freedom, bring it up to the front to align with the one at the down part. But before then, go to color, click on gradient, click on the plus sign, click on the first color, bring it to transparency. Click on the second color, bring it to transparency. So everything is now transparent. Click on OK. So the freedom is not having any color now, the fill color. So go to stroke, open the stroke, give it a white color. Then the stroke, which should be 1 or 2. Sorry, one is okay. 1. Leave it at 1. So when you keep it on 1, then you now use the move tool, which is the position tool, reduce it to its simplest form. Use it to actually align this so it will be in the same line with the old one. Then you go ahead and lock this other freedom right there. So that's it. So the next thing is for us to apply another test up here. So let me run this test. So on this test, we'll be writing okay, okay, maybe the absence of the necessity, the absence of the necessity, comma, position or constraints in choice or action, comma, liberation from slavery, or the power the power of another. Okay, so this is actually what we're bringing in. So let me reduce the font size. So now let me go to size of the font. The size should be somewhere around let's say the size should be around let's say 13. Okay, so 13 is perfect. So I will increase this. Yeah, rotate it. So while rotating, I will watch what I'm doing. This is what I got. So I actually aligned it with this. So while rotating, you make sure it's actually in the same line with this. Okay, so that's nice. So I'll give it a color. I'll give it a white color. Okay, so I'll go to fonts. When I go to font, I'll select this particular font. um the font I'll be using there is this font. Let's see. The font I'll be using there is go bold upload no, Montserrat medium. Montserrat medium. Montserrat alternative medium italics. Montserrat medium. Okay, so look at the font I'll be using. This, right? Okay, so I'll click on it. Okay, do you see that? So I'll increase this a bit. Or reduce it to stop at the constraints. Okay, so take it somewhere here. Then I'll go to line spacing and reduce it a bit. somewhere around 3 minus 3. So for this, so when I look at this, it's actually nice. So I'll click on this, copy it, and bring it up here. Okay, so when you look at this particular design now, it clearly shows you that you're actually talking about freedom. So it's saying that the absence of the necessity, coercion, or constraint in choice or action, liberation from slavery, or power of another. It's the meaning of freedom. So now, then for this particular down one, so now I want to align this. Let me use a ruler and get another line. So this should align at this, and this also should align at this. Okay, so for this to align, I'll go to edit. All right, so I'll watch, first of all, I'll watch the areas that the test cut from. All right, so day is number one, constraint is number two, and from is number three. Look at what I'm saying: day, constraint, and slavery. Day, constraint, and from. So I'll go to edit. Here is constraint. I'll enter constraint. I'll click on constraint and click on enter. Then from is number two. I'll click on it and click on enter. So what I'll do is, on the absence, on the constraint rather, I'll click on spacebar 1. Then on the absence, spacebar 1, 2. Okay. So you notice that this all actually went to the other part. So let's zoom in and see what we've got. So I'll just adjust this a bit. Trying to drag this. Alright. So it's now in place. I'll drag it to fit. So I'll go back to edit, then remove one space from the T. Okay. So do you see that everything actually aligned now? Okay, so I'll just take it up a bit. So let's zoom in and see what we've got. Okay, so for this other one, we edit it. What we'll be typing there is only the educates, only the educates are free, only the educates are free. Don't fight it, decide it. Okay, so I can reduce this other one to touch this, then I'll drag it to the other point. All right, to align with that line. Okay, so that's it. I can take it down a bit. Okay, so that's for that. So all right, guys, this is just a kind of a manipulation design, right? So trying to play around with your laser tool to get something meaningful and something nice. You see that? Okay, so I can equally maybe bring in a kind of a flower, sort of a flower, to make it more beautiful. All right. Okay, so let me bring this in. Okay, so I'll go to erase color. I erase the color. All right. So I'll go to tolerance, increase the tolerance to somewhere around 20. Then the smooth edge 1. Okay, so I'll reduce this. So once I reduce this, I'll take it somewhere around here. Rotate it to face this way, or maybe upwards. Then so that's nice. Okay, so I can reduce it. Okay, so I'll go to filters. Sorry, filters. The whole, I'll drag it to 121, or maybe 150, around 150. Okay, that's nice. Then I'll copy it. Then bring this one down. So I will take this down. I can reduce this other down one, then bring it to fit. All right. So when you look at this, it's actually nice. Okay. So all right, guys. Stay tuned. In our next video, we'll be making some awesome designs. So do like, subscribe, share, comment, share your views on the video, or what you have to say, or whatever correction, or wherever place you missed it, place it on the comment section. I will reply as soon as possible. All right. So guys, take care. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and share. So much about YouTube channel. All right. So take care.